Hi everyone, your favorite CPA and financial literacy coach, Jamie Trull here, and I am super excited about this video. I've been looking forward to doing an update video on the best payroll company for small businesses in 2022 and 2023 for a while. So I have a couple of videos that have done really well on this channel. You guys really like that content, so I've been looking to update this. I've been spending a lot of time and actually talking to a lot of payroll companies and a lot of small business owners to be able to update this content for you. But if you haven't seen my other two videos, they are here. However, this is the one that you're going to want to watch because this is the most updated information and I have some new things to bring to you. So first and foremost, if you want to follow along, I'm going to be going over a flowchart that I made because I am a nerdy accountant and I love flowcharts to help you figure out which payroll company is best for you, because not all of you have the same type of business, of course, because you're watching me on YouTube. And so I wanted to figure out who would be best for various different solutions, okay? So this is to help you figure out, okay, where do I fall on this flowchart and which one is going to be best for me based on my needs and my type of business. So go to jamietrull.com/payroll. You're going to be able to see this same flowchart that we are walking through today. Plus, you're going to be able to see the deals that I've negotiated with three different payroll companies to get you the best deal possible on the solutions that I recommend. Okay. So real quick, because I do think that this is important to say, I am an affiliate for these three different companies now. However, I only recommend things that, number one, I have researched extensively, number two, that I've actually used, okay, and number three, that I have talked to small business owners about and gotten their perspective. So I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly on all three of these different providers so that you can figure out which one might be best for you. I am an affiliate partner, but I'm an affiliate partner because I love these companies and because they are ones that I've actually used and feel really strongly recommending to you. And because I'm an affiliate, that means that I can bring you special deals that you can't necessarily find elsewhere. So I would love for you to check that out, jamietrull.com/payroll. And now we're going to jump in. Now, as a quick summary before we dive in, my three favorite payroll providers for small businesses are Gusto, which I've recommended in the past. I'm going to give you some updates and some different thoughts now as of 2022, 2023 on Gusto and things to think about as to whether they are right for you. And now I also recommend two products by ADP. So ADP is the name in payroll, and there are two different products that they offer. One of them for very small businesses, that's called Roll by ADP. And we're going to talk about who that might be best for. That's a low cost ADP solution. And then there is Run by ADP, which I consider kind of more your white glove experience. And I'm going to talk about who that might be best for. Now, I previously used Gusto. That is what I used for my own payroll, and I still really like the Gusto solution, but I wanted to give another one a try. So I've actually migrated my team's payroll over to ADP Run now. So I can actually give you some firsthand experience of using the system and who it is best for. So here is the flowchart that I made, again, because I'm a nerdy accountant, and so I do this research for you. And this really was something that I made originally for myself to help figure out how to really divvy up these different small business payroll companies that I recommend and who they are best for. And then I realized, actually, this might be super helpful for other people to be able to follow my rationale on who would be best in each of these situations, okay? So that is why I have put this out here. Now, I will say that each of these three solutions will allow you to put anywhere between 1 to sometimes upwards of 100 employees on there. However, that doesn't mean that it's best for each of those situations. So if you want to start with however many employees your company has, I'm going to walk you through each of these, and you're going to go down a different path depending on how many employees you currently have. And that's going to help to figure out which of these services is best for you based on some specifics about your company and honestly, just some of the things that you are specifically looking for, right? So let's start on the full left side, okay? And we're going to go down owner only. So maybe you are an S Corp owner, you're looking to just put yourself on payroll, right? It's just you. Well, again, each of these solutions could potentially be a fit. However, I think the best fit, especially if you don't plan to hire employees in the foreseeable future, we'll say in the next 12 months, but in the generally foreseeable future, if you think it's just going to be you for a while, then I love ADP Roll. So Roll by ADP. So Roll by ADP is a fairly new solution, and I really love the simplicity of it. And it is one of the most cost-effective, and that's why I really like it for just a one owner payroll. Okay, especially if you're not planning to expand, to be offering benefits, anything like that, then Roll by ADP is going to give you a super cost-effective solution. Okay, so this is subject to change, but right now it starts at $29 a month plus $5 an employee. My deal will get you it starting at $24 a month. So you save money each and every single month if you use my enrollment code. Again, you can go to jamietrull.com/payroll to see all of the deals that we offer. However, Roll by ADP is really great for those very small businesses, especially if you're not looking to offer benefits to employees, if you are just looking for a simple, it's all fully chat-based, and it's really, really neat to see how that works, where everything is done via chat. It's not just bots, there's actual people that you can correspond with, all the onboarding. It's really phone-based, so if you are comfortable with that, it's kind of like texting fully, where you're going to be able to get support via text through the app. And so I think it's really great for people who want just a very simple solution. They're not interested in learning some fancy software, right? They just want it as easy as possible. Roll by ADP is great for that. It's also really great if you follow this through, if you are a 1 to 5 employee potentially business that is looking for a payroll solution that is low cost, that is super easy to use, okay? And you're totally great with the fact that it is all done via this live chat option. You don't really want to get on the phone with somebody anyway, right? Then this is a great solution for you if you're not looking to offer things like benefits, health benefits, 401k, things like that through your payroll platform. Okay, so it doesn't have any of that, doesn't have any of those bells and whistles. This is a simple solution, and I love that ADP is doing this. I will tell you, I previously had kind of put ADP in a box of, that's really for bigger companies. But I kind of put them in this category because when I was working at a Fortune 100 business, that is what we used for payroll. And so for me, that seemed like a big international corporation type payroll, right? Maybe something a little bit too much for small business owners. But lately, they have really been working on rolling out awesome options that are just built for small business owners. So I've been really impressed. I've had umpteen calls with the ADP team. I've been so impressed by them. They have demoed everything for me. Like I said, I've moved over to Run by ADP for my business. So I've really been impressed, and it kind of helped me to break down my preconceived notions about who ADP really was. So I would encourage you to consider that. Again, Roll by ADP and Run by ADP, two separate and different platforms, and you can see who I recommend each of them to. So the simplest one, Roll by ADP, not the bells and whistles, but super easy to use. And then Gusto. I still recommend Gusto. So you can see here where you will get to Gusto. Gusto is great if you are in the place where you do maybe want to offer benefits, or maybe you have 1 to 5 employees, maybe 5 to 10 employees, maybe even a little bit more than that. You're looking for benefits, but price is your biggest consideration, right? So if you have employees or you're looking to expand, but price is really important, keeping it low cost. And if you are comfortable with a solution that is largely DIY, okay, so that's the thing about Gusto. It is a newer company, much, much newer than ADP. ADPs have been around a long time. Gusto is newer. It's not new though. It's been around for over 10 years. However, they are largely a tech platform. So if you are comfortable with tech, if you are comfortable learning, it's a very intuitive system. I really like it for that. I think the user experience is really good. If you are kind of comfortable getting in there and running all of this yourself, Gusto is a great, great option, and it is a low priced option, okay? So that's who I love Gusto for. I still recommend it. Right now, we still have the $100 Visa gift card you get for signing up through my promo code, and I think the user interface is really great. But I have gotten some feedback as of late on the customer service element. So that was one of the things that I touted in my old payroll videos about how great customer service was from Gusto. And I will admit there have been some challenges, especially post-pandemic. I think they have struggled with hiring and keeping good people. And so they are really working to address those customer service challenges that they have run into. So I've talked with them and they have admitted, yes, that is something that has fallen a little bit below the quality of where they want it to be. And they're working really, really hard to get it back to where they want their customer service to be. But I will say that because Gusto is more of, in my mind, a DIY type solution, it's really meant best for people who are comfortable with that, right? So, or maybe have an accountant who is helping them. So a lot of the issues that sometimes come up with Gusto that then have to go back and forth with customer service, oftentimes it relates to maybe the system not being set up properly to begin with, or maybe they have more complicated payroll needs and therefore some challenges have arisen from that. And that is why if you do have more complicated payroll needs, I do recommend ADP Run. So if you want that hand-holding, if you want someone personal that you can call, right? I have a rep. I talked to my rep, Corey. She's amazing. And so she can help me with anything that comes up. And so I love having that kind of personal relationship. That's a little bit different than Gusto, which again was more of a DIY software solution with some customer support that they could offer. So you can see on the chart that Run by ADP is perfect if you have international employees. That's going to be the one that can handle that. And if you have complicated payroll, that's going to be great for you. Or if you're somebody that has over 50 employees, I think then you do want to have a solution like Run by ADP that has all the bells and whistles and has a great white glove service element to it. I think that is the one you're going to want to go for. Now, one of the drawbacks I will say to Run by ADP is the fact that they don't have pricing on their website. So don't let that deter you though. Go through their process to get a quote. The reason that they do that is because they create a custom quote for everyone that signs up for their service. So they will be able to create a quote just for you and your business needs. So I would go ahead and do that. If you use my link for ADP, you're also going to be able to get 3 months free of Run by ADP. So if you found that chart helpful, if you want to study it a little bit more, definitely go to jamietrull.com/payroll. You can see that full chart. You can study it a little bit, figure out which may be best for you. And you can also see the current deal on all 3 of these payroll companies that we have negotiated on your behalf. So these are deals that we went into the companies and have scored for you guys. And so definitely make sure to use our links if you do decide that any of these are right for you. Now, I will caveat to say, of course, is this an unbiased review? I think it is. However, these are the programs that I've used, and these are the ones that I've researched the most extensively. So definitely do your own research as well. But if you decide that any of these are right for you, come on back to my page and get the deals that I have negotiated for you. Now, I know that payroll can be challenging. It can be a little bit intimidating, especially if this is your first time doing it, or maybe you're switching systems. So we've provided something else. We wanted to give you a little bit of extra help from our side for those that are going to be using one of our referral links that you can find on that page. So on that same page, jamietrull.com/payroll, you will see a button that says Get Hiring Cheat Sheet. Okay. Once you've signed up for one of our payroll providers using our links, then I want you to go and press that button so you can get a free hiring cheat sheet from us that's going to walk you through the true cost of hiring, exactly how much maybe you can afford to pay somebody. We're going to talk about all the different costs associated with hiring, like unemployment insurance and workers' comp and how those things work. And we're also going to give you a checklist that will help you figure out what you need to have on hand in order to onboard employees, or even if you're your own employee, in order to onboard onto payroll effectively. So that hiring cheat sheet is yours just for using one of our links, which already give you the best prices available on these different platforms. So I would go ahead and do it if I were you. So that's it for today's video on best payroll solutions for small businesses for 2022 and 2023 and beyond. Make sure to be checking back for additional updates. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know down below in the comments if you have questions about different providers or what additional content you'd love to see around payroll or really anything else affecting small business owners.